this thing a plant or an animal? Or something in between?
We need to kill this thing. Fast.
In all our wanderings, my people have never come across any creature like this.
And people call me ugly.
This place is starting to freak me out.
Oh, smells like compost. Rotten compost.
God, it stinks in here. I feel like I'm gonna be sick.
If it's slimy and moving, shoot it.
This place will haunt my nightmares.
That thing is huge.
I cannot imagine the horror of being enslaved by this thing.
The galaxy will be a better place with this thing dead.
Welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. Damn, I wish I thought to do that earlier. Could have picked up a lot of random dialogue that way on these story missions, but I don't know. I mean, when I first thought I would try that for this episode, I thought, man, that's going to be a little immersion breaking, right? You can just pick whatever squad you want whenever you want because of that console. But then I remembered that in on the Citadel, when we were first picking up squad mates, every time that happened, we would get a squad selection screen, even though we weren't able to access the ship ourselves. So, I mean, it's not like the game already doesn't provide a path or demonstrate that switching squad mates can be done. Anyway, still kind of fun. Anyway, we're on Pharos, of course. We are right here face to face with the boss here, even though we won't have to fight this thing at all. So let's get to it.
All right, we just need to find this creature and determine what it... That is disturbing.
I'll say.
We are going to need bigger guns.
Ew. Is that the mouth or the, lower part?
Invaders. Your every step is a transgression. 1,000 feelers appraise you as meat, good only to dig or decompose. I speak for the old growth as I did for Saren. You are within and before the Thorian. It commands that you be in awe.
This would be a great place for Liara to step in and say, hey, green Asari aren't very nice. Though I think my instinct tells me that already.
You enslaved the colonists. You destroyed their minds. I don't know what Saren wanted with you, but I just want you dead.
The Thorian is a piece of this world, extending across the land and back through the ages. You can no more kill it than cut the sky. Your blood will feed the ground and the new growth!
Alright, Throw is pretty effective against her because of this chasm right here. So when she crosses over, it's curtains for her. Of course, Yar has to actually do it. There we go. Very nice. Nice one, Garrus. Those explosive rounds are going to come in really handy here. Yeah, did I mention that anti-Thorian grenades are pretty good too? Yeah. Though I found out as I was practicing this that they will only kill 6 creepers at a time. So if you have like 9 chasing after you, it'll pick 6 to kill and the other 3 will be fine.
Commander Shepard, there is something here. A growth of some kind.
This is what I'm looking for, Liara. Garrus, I don't need you killing that node, so I want you over there for now. Yeah, those high explosive rounds have quite the radius of effect. And I needed this thing to actually not get taken out yet because of what's... well, I'll show you over here. So notice we have a creeper in a fetal position right here, and there's 2 more at the top of the stairs. The only way to wake them up is to actually go up the stairs and to reach the top before another cutscene plays. And the only way to avoid that cutscene is to not have taken out that node yet. So now we're going to get the XP from these guys.
All clear.
Okay, now we can take out this node.
That had the desired effect, I believe. A few more and it will be severely hurt.
And indeed, that is the way to battle the boss. Basically, you're taking out the thralls, who are kind of protecting these nodes that we just took out. And there's like 6, I think. And even though he's depositing a new clone down here at the base, she actually will be always up ahead of you. So there'll never be anyone that will spawn behind you. Garrus, why don't you come in here, where you can actually be effective? Not too bad.
Negative contact, Shepard.
Alright, here's the next node. That's who I was waiting for. I'm not even sure what she just threw at me. Some more damping would be great.
Shepard.
Alright, another thing I learned is that, I mean, this, I think Anya even said that if you take, You have to be careful with the nodes because you might lose creepers, but the truth is any creeper that wakes up as you're taking out a node will die once the node is gone. And you get XP for it. That's pretty handy. There she is. I knew there was going to be a clone here somewhere. Tell you that anti-thorium gas almost makes this fight unfair. It's almost too easy. Of course, soon when I say that, I'm going to die.
Perimeter secured.
Good old Serta Foundation. Wake up. Huh. Didn't even know that guy had woken up yet. Actually, Garrus, it's okay for you to take this node out. You have to be careful of this getting sprayed on. Very nice. Another clone in here. She's probably right there, so let's go ahead and use throw right now. Beautiful. We leveled up.
Perimeter clear.
Nice job so far, team. Alright, another couple points of damage reduction. And we have advanced overload at last, though she's not been casting it, which is fine. And another 1% damage. Sure. Alright, let's go ahead and save. This node can be pretty tough. There's a lot of enemies attached to it.
Almost there, Commander. That thing has to drop soon.
Best way to take out the clone is to see if you can catch her up here. She does zip by this spot really fast. Right there. And use singularity on her. Done. How are they still alive? They were out in the middle of nowhere. I don't have any more throw, do I? That's alright. We knew the fight was going to be at this doorway soon enough anyway. Seems to be always the case here. Oh, he fell down. There's such a nice, satisfying thud to those rounds, I have to say. Though they're not having any effect right now because he's hitting the floor with them. You can see them dancing with each other over there on the right side. Except for damping, there really is very little effect with tech mines on these guys. But I'd keep using him anyway, why not?
Area secured.
Alright, so now we have the sleeping creepers. Sometimes these guys don't wake up. Oh, but they did this time, sweet. Uh-oh. Poor Liara's down. Oop. How did that get landed right there? Oops. Oh, come on. Why isn't my melee didn't work there? There comes another set. Where's Liara? She's still up there? I bet she is.
We're ready, Shepard.
Can you rejoin us here? Thank you. For some reason they're not actually coming this way yet. Oh, hello. That's more like it.
We're done here.
Alright, and this should be the last level. Which means should be only one more clone. Kind of a surprise clone. It's actually attached to this node, but obviously once you take out the node, the fight is over, so you get the clone before you take out the node. And luckily she's very susceptible to damping. Thanks, Karis, for that damping that you just did. Don't see him do that too often. Oop. That didn't even take out 6, that just took out 3. Alright. Let's carefully, because we do want to catch all these creepers here. Level 3 hazard. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whew, okay, that's a bug. You can see that I'm still getting the hazard meter there. I actually don't know if I'm going to survive this cutscene. Because typically once you are accidentally in a hazard here, it sticks. But I've never actually made it to the end, so we'll see how this works.
I'm free. I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
So this Asari is not green, at least, and she doesn't seem to be that overtly hostile, so let's at least chat with her, although I'm going to take a tough love approach here.
How do I know this isn't some kind of trick?
This is no trick. The Thorian is dead, and I am myself again. My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
You chose to side with Saren. So did Matriarch Benezia.
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
Benezia sought to turn the river and was swept away.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute. I was a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
That's what you get for trusting Saren.
Saren is quick to betray his followers, and his allies. Once he had what he needed, he ordered his Geth to destroy the Thorian. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
Interesting. Finally, all the puzzle pieces are coming into place here, like Saren had come here.
What's the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean. How?
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory. A viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
You taught Saren, you can teach me.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren. Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical shell. Reach out to grasp the threads that bind us, one to another. Every action sends ripples across the galaxy. Every idea must touch another mind to live. Each emotion must mark another's spirit. We are all connected. Every living being united in a single glorious existence. Open yourself to the universe, Commander. Embrace eternity. have given you the cipher, just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are part of you now.
Are you alright? What just happened?
I saw
Ouch.
something.
Ouch.
It still didn't make any sense.
You have been given a great gift. The experience of an entire people. It will take time for your mind to process this information.
We should get you back to the ship where you can be monitored.
I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
Alright, so I'm a little nervous about this glowing bar. Because I really don't know if I'm going to survive the exit from this cutscene or not. But anyway, so I'm kind of going to do some commentary right now while I'm still holding my, this cutscene always guarantees you your health is not affected by whatever issue might be facing you. Like, if a room full of creepers behind you, it's really funny to set up cutscenes to do stuff like that. But anyway, we've just learned that this Thorian apparently was a creature back in the Prothean era and had somehow absorbed all kinds of memory and information about what the Prothean culture was like and stored it all into this thing called the cipher. And this is what Saren needed in order to understand that beacon vision, which is a little bit odd because, I can't mention that yet because that spoils it a little bit. But yeah, so obviously we needed it too, and we just got it from her. So that's great. That's the clue, the main clue that comes out of here. Now, through the R's assistance, now we can understand the vision more. But the complaint I have here, and I mentioned this in Anya's playthrough too, is the fact that that cipher vision, that video clip we just saw, is exactly the same as the actual Prothean beacon vision, the message itself too. It's like, why? I mean, that clip should have been some sort of portrayal of what the Prothean culture was like, kind of in a nutshell, compressed. It'd be fine to have just flashy images, but I would expect less orange, right? More green, more blue, less. I mean, the Prothean culture should have been a mixture of happy and sad and angry and euphoric and all. The whole experience of being Prothean. It shouldn't have been this weird mixture of flesh and metal and moving parts, and also there was a flyby, right? The message was slightly longer here than it was in the Prothean beacon vision. So yeah, that's really annoying to me. I just don't know why there wasn't time spent to make something different for that. Something that would be a lot of fun to dissect, right? You could kind of frame by frame it and see a lot more about what the Protheans' life was like. But anyway, so we can ask her a bunch of stuff, and we're going to, of course. One thing that is missing here is the ability to ask her more about Matriarch Venezia, but that's because we've already been to Novaria.
Do you know what the conduit is? Or where it is?
No, I'm sorry. All I know is that Saren believes the conduit was the key to the Prothean extinction.
Then whatever it is, we can't let him have it.
You have the cipher. In time, your visions will clear. They will lead you to the conduit. I only pray you find it before Saren does.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the Thorian?
When the creature enveloped me, I became part of it, but I still don't truly understand it. So alien, so ancient. Its exact age is impossible to know. It measured time differently. 10,000 years of hibernation broken by a few frantic centuries of activity. Its mind was awesome, magnificent. It transcended all classification. And now it is gone.
I kind of agree with her in that it was magnificent. It was a pity you couldn't talk to it. Imagine having something like that on your side.
Don't tell me you feel sorry for that thing.
The Thorian was a unique life form. A sentient being that lived for 50,000 years, maybe more. There is nothing even remotely like it in the known galaxy. I'm grateful you saved me from a life of thraldom. Yet I cannot help but feel some sorrow for the loss of such a rare and remarkable creature.
She says there's nothing like it in the known galaxy, but isn't it true that like 1% of the galaxy has been mapped in this Mass Effect universe? So one would think there ought to be lots and lots of creatures that are as unique as this.
What else can you tell me about Saren?
There is little I could tell you that you do not already know. He's powerful, he's charismatic, and he is dangerous. Once I followed him, blind to his true nature. But now I see he's leading the galaxy into an age of darkness and suffering.
I want to know more about you.
There is nothing remarkable about me. I was merely one of Matriarch Benezia's disciples. For nearly 2 centuries, I followed her, learning at her feet. When Benezia revealed her plan to join Saren, she gave her disciples a choice. Only those who were willing had to follow her. Many felt her plan was too dangerous, but I believed in her. I thought she could turn Saren away from his insanity. Instead, we joined him in it.
Okay, so that's all we can ask, and now we have to make a decision. And this is, well, this is the life or death decision for Shiala here. Let's start here.
You were allied with Saren. For all I know, you still are. I can't just let you walk away.
Your suspicions are understandable, but you freed me from the Thorian and from Saren. I am on your side now. If you allow it, I would like to stay here with the colonists. They have suffered greatly, and I played a role in their suffering. I would like to make amends.
So here's where you make the decision. If you say, I can't let you live, then you will kill her. She will actually die willingly in that case. It's kind of awkward. It's unpleasant, really. But it is a freebie for 9 renegade points. Of course, you don't get the points. I mean, this is one of those characters that affects the fate of the colony, possibly. So if you let her live, she adds 5 points overall to the score to save the colony or not. Although her score is mutually exclusive with Zhong's. So if you save Zhong and you get the 12 points from him, and then you save Shiala, you don't get an extra 5 points on top of the 12. You only get the 12 points. So in that way, you can't simply save Zhong and Shiala and then kill all the colonists and skip all of their repair missions and still save the colony. You still have to do at least 1 repair mission or save 1 colonist in order to get the 13 that you need. So anyway, we didn't save Zhong, so the 5 points that we get from her will count. So this will bring our score up to 18, I think. So yeah, I mean, we were going to save the colony anyway. We already had 13. So I really could choose to let her go if I wanted the 9 renegade points, but I don't. I actually rather like Shiala, so on the chance that we'll see her again, we're going to let her do what she asks.
The colonists will need all the help they can get. They'll be happy to have you on their side.
Thank you, Commander. May fortune smile upon you.
Now, please don't die, Shepard.
You did it.
Oh, come
With the
on.
Thorian gone, we can start rebuilding for ourselves again. And we're free of Exogeni's threats. We're back to being just a little nowhere colony. Thank you, Commander.
Alright, I kind of need to draw my gun real quick. Okay. Phew. So I'm not losing health. Okay. Honestly, and many times that I've played this game, I have never had that happen, where I've had the hazard bar flashing like that. Now that, when it flashes like that, it means it's full. So when you're in a level 3 hazard, the bar starts full and you immediately start losing health. The reason that happened is that when I threw that last tech mine, it happened to land in a fire. This is the bug. So when you're throwing tech mines, you do have to be careful here on Pharos, and if the tech mines end up in a fire, then you take damage, and it depends on like how close to the fire. I've had a level 2 hazard before, and now the level 3. But luckily I was very close to the end and was able to survive that, so damn. That would have been just awful if I had to replay this, because I wasn't really saving, I don't think, as I was going here. Anyway, we can run around and chat with people.
It'll be tough going, but we'll make this a home.
So yeah, I mean, this is the speech you get when you save the colony. Otherwise she would have said that they were, getting ready to leave, basically.
You saved most of the infected. It'll take time to recover from the physical effects, but they'll be all right. Thank you.
Some might call us crazy for staying here, but home is where you make it.
I hope Exogeni learned their lesson.
It's nice to finally get the support we deserve.
Start over. What else can we do?
Oh, thanks again. That data will be very valuable once I get out of here.
Yeah, if we hadn't turned in the quest yet to him, we could do that right there.
I fought so hard, but any thought of my own caused so much pain.
We can rebuild this place. We're stronger than the company gives us credit for.
Yeah, I wasn't fiddling with the volume there. She really has different levels in those lines of dialogue.
Hopefully everyone leaves us alone for a while. I hope Exogeny learned from this. We'll make it. It'll be rough, but we'll make it.
I hope everyone just leaves us in peace now.
Exogeny better fund us like they agreed to in the first place.
So yeah, I mean, everyone has 4 lines of dialogue there, and you can grab them all if you want, but it's pretty much that sentiment.
I never thought I would be so thrilled to see a soldier. Forgive my previous inaction, but under the Thorian's influence, every thought was examined and filtered.
What will you do now that the fighting is over?
I may stay, try to recover my losses. I can have new supplies delivered within weeks. Perhaps the colony will survive after all.
Goodbye.
I wish you well in your future efforts.
Yeah, I could go into that store, but I know exactly what's in there. It's just guns, and I don't need any of them.
Thank you for everything you did.
So you notice Daniel was taking out people. Most of the people that he took out would have been in here, and all of them would have had the same name. And if you detected that pattern, then good for you. That was what Daniel was going for. Though you notice that he made one additional decision there. We'll get to that in just a moment.
Thanks, Commander. It's great to be free again. It was hell, you know. Any honest thought hurt. Just like staring at the sun.
What is it with people twisting their heads weirdly here in Pharos?
You did a good thing for Pharos. But I'm getting out while I can. I've had enough of the colony life.
That's gotta hurt when you twist your arm or your neck that much.
Thanks to you, Greta and I can start over.
Notice he mentioned Greta there. His lines of dialogue are based on the fact that we saved Greta, in addition to him. But look in here. This guy ought to be pissed off, right? We had a chance to save Kalantha, and we decided not to.
I'm free. Thank you for giving me my mind back.
I mean, this is terrible to say, but is he talking about the Thorian or Kalantha?
It was awful. Every time I thought about speaking out, even the memory is painful.
Is that the Thorian or Kalantha?
We can make this colony work. We just need to build it for ourselves. After a while, we just instinctively did what the Thorian wanted.
He has absolutely no effect. The fact that his wife is now gone has no impact on this guy at all. His dialogue is unchanged. It's really creepy. That was the only reason I took her out, because I wanted to demonstrate that it should be different. In fact, the other... I'm sorry to say, I wish I had practiced this. It's not easy to set up, unfortunately. What happens if you take him out and leave her alive? I don't know, actually.
Free. I can't believe I'm free.
Ian.
That was a nightmare.
He was the tough one here. He was the one willing to, not pantomime a natural existence.
The Thorian controlled us. With pain.
Finally, that damn thing is out of my head. I can think without pain. And with the power cells you brought, I can get this place up and running again. Thanks, Commander.
I don't know why she gets a cutscene style interaction there, but she does. And of course, if you had not turned in the quests from the saving the colony, you could do that now. Although I think you don't get the... I don't know about this, if this is true. I think you don't get the point towards saving the colony until you actually turn in the quest. So you would still have to make sure you save the colony first. I think once the colony's gone, I don't think you can turn in those colony saving quests, because obviously it's too late.
It will take time for things to get back to normal around here.
In fact, I even think you could go down into the tunnels and still do the colony work if you wanted to.
The Geth are gone. We've got water again. Everything's good.
And here's Greta.
Thank you for freeing us.
You are welcome. It is nice to hear from everybody thanking you and stuff. Although you would think some people should be a little bit... have slight differences, because, you know, we did take out, what, 7 of the colonists? The 6 unnamed ones and Kalantha. So some people should have been like, hey, you know, it's a pity you couldn't have saved us all, or something. But anyway, yeah, that's Pharos for you. And unlike Novera, you do have to return to the ship on your own, though luckily you end up fairly close to it. I do hope this flashing bar goes away after we enter, or at least after we reload. Anyway, as all story missions go, we're going to have to debrief with our crew and then with the council, so let's get to that now.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Commander, you look pale. Are you suffering any ill effects from the cipher?
I just need some time to let this cipher do its thing.
I might be able to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
Do it. Hurry. We don't have much time.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity. That was incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Come on, get to the point. What did you see?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the Commander's mind is incomplete.
You sure you didn't come across any kind of clue or hint? Something we might have missed?
Everything I saw, you already know. You were right about the Reapers. The Protheans were destroyed by a race of sentient machines. I think it is obvious there is a connection between the Reapers, the Prothean extinction, and the Conduit, but I did not see anything that would help us find it.
Looks like we're back where we started.
Quite the opposite, Commander. I think my knowledge of the Protheans will prove useful before this is over. I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision, what was there at least, but something was missing. Saren must have the missing information. Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can... I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
Are you sure it was the joining? I feel fine.
Your role in our communion is passive. I am the one who must submerge myself in your mind, drown myself in your thoughts. It is more difficult than it looks. The human subconscious instinctively resists the joining, Commander. A strong personality like yours makes it even harder.
We're done here. Dismissed.
I've sent off the Pharos report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Of course, yes.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, is this some kind of game? Are you calling in a report just so you can cut us off again?
You know it.
That never gets old, does it?
I don't like the fact that you miss out on some of the, some of the chat there with the council about Pharaohs when you do it that way. But unfortunately, if you don't grab that first disconnect, this only happens after Pharaohs, and it only occurs because we took a disconnect prior to this. So the Therum Council debrief was a disconnect also. So they're pissy again, and they ask you, are you going to cut us off again? And only here, if you do it right away, does Joker's dialogue differ, where he says it never gets old. Otherwise, if you'd gone deeper and before disconnecting, he would have just said communications cut, which is nowhere near as good, I think. So, yeah, I really like that. Anyway, yeah, so another story mission done. Let's take a quick peek at the journal, which should now show... Where is it? There it is. Colony saved. Zeus' Hope has been saved with the destruction of the Thorian, thanks to your efforts. Enough colonists survived to rebuild. You have also been granted the cipher, which will give you a clearer understanding of the visions the beacon on Eden Prime burned into your mind. So, yep. And, of course, we still have lots of work to do, don't we? So, yeah, it'll be another set of side quests before we finally are done here. But, yeah, I'm going to save, because I really hope when we reload that bar is not there anymore. Alright, and we'll pick up the story from right here next time.